story ended well. We managed to easy. There's no damage at all. You were a lucky little bunny. Yes, you were. We'll keep Fatty Bum Bum locked in the house and let you make your escape. I'm sure you're a bit stressed out after that. Very cute, so you are. Very cute indeed. You're too small for the pot, I'm afraid. Look at that. Little bright eyes, eh? Too cute. We'll let you go. We'll let you go. Hello. How are you all? Welcome back again. Another week of lockdown. Another weekend with absolutely beautiful weather, and we're stuck in the backyard. And if you're like me and Ben, you'll be going insane at this stage, especially with the weather. No wind. Last night was beautiful. Absolutely beautiful stars. Managed to get a couple of the wee meteors, and I forget the name of the meteor shower, but it'll peak tomorrow night and Monday night, so I'll be out with the time lapse for that. do myself a wee rollie here. Let's see how you're all doing. I'm actually going to do another shout out to a few people as soon as I can get my phone organised. For the simple reason, excuse me, it's not a persistent cough, just went down wrong. So it's dinner over a bit simple this weekend or this evening. Basically just a sausage, bacon, eggs and a tortilla wrap. I have a steak there, but save it for tomorrow night. Oh. Well, how are you all? Another week of lockdown. Another week of stir crazy in the back garden. Well, actually, I quite like this. I have the, as you've seen earlier there, I've done a bit of a late tea, early supper. Sausage, bacon and eggs, the old favourite, can't beat. And I'm sitting here. Here is actually very, very, very warm. They give off a mighty heat, them things. They give off a really, really, really good heat. Excuse me. So yeah, we're just going to relax, shoot the breeze. A wee bit cloudy at the minute. Last night was beautiful. Should have done this last night. There wasn't a cloud in the sky last night. It was absolutely beautiful. Got a couple of star lapses, captured a couple of meteors. Some meteor shower. Forget the name of it, but can't even remember. Pitched huge peak over the weekend. Sunday night and Monday night being the best nights. So if the skies are clear, I'll try and get a wee bit of a star lapse, time lapse. So how's all coping? The news on Friday there, we have another 3 weeks of not getting out. I would say there'll be a mad rush after, well, it's only been, the lockdown's being reviewed after 3 weeks. We'll see how we go with the fatalities. God rest everybody who's passed on. Thoughts and prayers for all the family and friends that are left. Serious state of affairs altogether. So when we do eventually get out of lockdown, I'm thinking that there'd probably be a queue at everybody's pitch. It's not a beer belly, it's just the angle of the camera. So actually what I'll do, I'll have a very quick look on the channel. There's a message from Ben already. Oh mate, that steak was fucking unreal. I'm only repeating what he said here. Good lad. Ben was doing his tomahawk steak during his lockdown. He's made himself a whole wee den in the back garden, in the depths of the back garden. I got a couple of photographs from him earlier. It looked absolutely awesome. Absolutely awesome. Let me see now if I can get the Wi-Fi picks up from the house a little bit. Oh, 2 messages. Wiltshire man uploaded lockdown permitted exercise exploring the Kingdom Lane on my bike. Yeah, stay in, mate. Let's see. So on last week's one, just pause that there. On last week's one, went down reasonably well. So Ben, basically, is the major contributor, my campmate. A wee shout out Cinco, Cave Hill Rock. I know you're biting at the bit, mate. I glamp in the low morns, so I do, but Cinco, he heads up to the summits, the peaks, and you get away for 2, 3, 4 days at a time up the top of the high morn. Don't know how you do it, mate, but you are definitely rewarded with the views in the morning. Like. Hope you're keeping well, bud. Crazy Bear Kaiser, shout out to you, mate. Adventure Bushcraft from Austria. Barney from Austria. Shout out to you, mate. Bulldogs drones as usual. There's no point me even mentioning Rob because he's not really a social media person. Monty Outdoors, shout out to you, mate. Get yourself over here. And tell a fox, I agree. I'm in isolation over in Australia at the minute. Dave Hurst. Dave's an old photography mate of a site we used to be on, and he's probably still on it actually. But Dave is a very, very, very professional wildlife photographer. His bird photographs, especially his kingfishers, are absolutely amazing. James out and about. How are you, mate? Wild Camp NI. There's a few wee shout outs there that I caught up on. Everybody's just in the back garden getting their wee fix. But if any of you get a chance, go on to Bushcraft Northern Ireland. I'm just a wee bit shy at the minute to contribute very much because all these guys are professional bushcrafters. And what I did see on some of the comments, itchy sec, so I can edit that bit out. I'm going to make a dandelion salve. I don't even know what you would use it for. I'm not sure if it's is it specifically for, actually I should have done a wee bit more reading up on it, but is it specifically a salve for dry skin, or does it ward off like ticks and midges? There's midges here earlier tonight, so there was, but with the wee bit of smoke from the Outbacker stove and the tilly, they seem to be clearing off a wee bit. And for those of you worried about the rabbit, the little bunny rabbit is perfectly fine. It happens every year this time of the year when all the young bunnies are out. Up until 2 years ago, I had 3 cats. I had 1 cat left. Now she was a stray I picked up in Galway. Freudian slip there. But she's a great wee hunter. But what I've noticed is she'll bring birds in, she'll bring little mice in, shrews, voles. She never does them any harm. She basically just wants to run about the house chasing after them. And if she doesn't chase them to death, and you get a chance to catch them. You can release them, and 9 times out of 10 they're perfectly fine. Like that wee rabbit tonight there, earlier on. I followed her. We got the footage, and I followed her into the house, and she was running around the living room. The bloody rabbit was on the sofa running about, and she was chasing after it. Great fun. But I managed to get the little rabbit, and then I locked her in, put her cat flap down, and showed you so that it was alright, and then released it. So expect more of those over the next few weeks. That's what cats do. Can't fault them, can't blame them. That's what they do. We do it ourselves, actually, when we're out in the wilds, if we are, well, if you're really, really stuck. But I haven't had wabbit. I haven't had wabbit for a while. Very, very tasty game, so it is. Very tasty. Between wabbit and pheasant. Pheasant's very nice. Duck's nice. Wild duck's gorgeous. Absolutely delicious. Yeah, maybe do a hunting video sometime. So what are you doing to keep sane? If you are locked down all week, can't get out, are you going over your gear, sorting through stuff, making repairs on tarps and tents and stuff? And what are you doing? If you don't mind, would you comment? Let me know. Because sometimes, I know we all have social media, we have the Facebook and Skype and WhatsApp and all this here, but it's nice, yes, you do get that interaction and that much needed chat, I suppose, but no physical interaction as such. So how are you all coping? What are you doing to keep sane? I mean, I could be locked down for forever, and it wouldn't, apart from actually not getting out into the wilds. I mean, I'm a gamer, play Battlefield 3, have been for about 5 or 6 years. I make model aircraft, airfix, stuff like that. I do a bit of photography. I keep tropical fish. I have enough to keep me going with the sheep. A couple of them earlier up in the back garden. Moved them from the front field because I want to do little reviews on the tents that I have. I think about 5 or 6 tents at the minute, and I'm actually after the Polish Lavu at the minute. I'm not going to tell you where the site is, because as soon as you mention it, they'll go, oh, have to get one, and they run out quite quick, and you could wait months to get another one. So I want to get the Polish Lavu, and I was very interested on Northern Ireland Wild Camp, NI Wild Camper. He done a modification on his Lavu by putting a skirt around the bottom of it, which I thought was really good. And I've seen other mods where instead of the buttons, they've actually had to put in a YKK zip. Another good mod. So the difference between the Lavu and the smoky hut that I have, which is a hut tent, I mean, it's the smoky hut by One Tigers. It's very light. It's extremely light. It's quite frail. You wouldn't, as you say, if you scroll back on the videos, the stormy night and the low morns, we had the up sticks and moved into the depths of the forest, the haunted forest, I might add, for the simple reason that the bloody thing was about to disintegrate. Perfect in a night like this, or in the heart of the winter if you have a really cold, starry, frosty night. Have the stove in, absolutely fantastic. Couldn't whack it. But the lavu, which is basically just two military ponchos. So if you're a Polish army guy and you're out on patrol and the weather kicks in, you join your poncho together with your mate, and then you have a perfectly good shelter, canvas shelter. Funny, I think Ben was telling me earlier that, because he knows I'm after one, that during the Cold War, uh, for storage of them to stop them rotting away, they used to soak them in diesel. And there's been a few boys have come to an lost all their gear, and as soon as they light their stove, the whole thing up in flames. But I think you would smell bloody diesel if you got a lavu that had been soaked in diesel to preserve it. But no matter what I'll do, I'll use some of the fall revin wax and some of the sprays as you go outdoors and give it a good going over, get it completely waterproof. Alright, there's a weight penalty with the lavu compared to the smoky hut, but those things are bulletproof, absolutely bulletproof. And you rest assured, like the snow's pelting down, or the wind's pelting down, it's stormy night, you have your stove on there, it's not going anywhere. So yeah, quite a lot of people have got the lavu. Let me know if you have one yourself. What do you think of it? Oh, cheers. Not on the Glenmorangie tonight, we're on the good old single malt Northern Irish Bushmills, one of my favourites. Oh, that certainly clears your head. Yeah, so I think maybe tomorrow, I'm off on Monday as well, back to work on Tuesday, but I'll certainly go through a lot more gear. I was wanting to do a couple of wee reviews on a few wee bits of kit I have. More in-depth view on that firebox stove. It's a great versatile wee piece of kit, so it is, for cooking. The twig stove. And I mean this is glamping, so these actually hot. That wee addition there I got from the water heater. It's a bit of a luxury really, but excuse me. But when you're away and you've made the effort of taking it with you, it's good for the hot water for doing the dishes or doing the coffee. Might actually just top that up with the arse of it burning out. Probably even just take it off. Right, I think that's enough rambling. I'm going to set up a couple of GoPros and see if I can get some nice star lapses, night lapse. So until the next time, folks, stay safe, wash the hands, stay indoors, save lives, look after yourselves, keep in touch with ourselves. God bless. See you on the next one. Thank you.